Waza friends and family. This is Coach John and Coach Chris here, just sending you guys a little bit of a message. Definitely wanted to tell you that, these are interesting times right now. So interesting times call for, unique measures. One of the things that we wanted to tell you is that, the doors of Waza might be closed, but our school is very much open. So we're going to be having a lot of content for you guys to kind of keep yourselves in the loop. Our Facebook live feeds, Mr. Chris is going to be doing Monday through Friday at noon with his lovely assistant. And, two lovely assistants probably. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos for kids' curriculum. I'm going to be putting together a new combination series for everybody to practice. So that's going to be including a takedown, a guard pass, a sweep, and a submission. My goal is to show you guys things that you can still practice at home. Some of you are lucky enough to have a sibling that's around your same size. Maybe they both train in jiu-jitsu. You'd be pretty lucky to have that. If you have a parent that can help you drill a little bit, I'm going to make it real user-friendly parents for you. Worst case scenario, if they have nobody to drill with and you're solo, all these techniques I'm showing you, and we're going to show this on video too, you can do all these by yourselves as well. So some things that I would recommend doing to keep jiu-jitsu in the bloodstream, we call it greasing the groove. You want to keep it going every day. Normally if you train twice a week, let's say you train Mondays and Wednesdays at 5 o'clock, right? Twice a week, every week, right? That's a good schedule. Well, when there's no jiu-jitsu, I really think you guys should be doing it every day. So it doesn't need to be for 3 hours every day, but 10, 20 minutes every day. One of my suggestions would be if you have two kids, I would say put your gi on. Put your gi on, put your belt on, work on tying your belt correctly. For those kids that maybe still need to work on it, parents, maybe now's the time you can do a little belt tying yourself. I would say get that belt on, get the gi on, set aside a little time every day. This is our jiu-jitsu time, this is our practice time. It doesn't have to be much, but it's an everyday thing. You're gonna break a little bit of a sweat. You're gonna keep jiu-jitsu, in the consciousness. And then parents, gotta keep it fun, keep it super playful. Don't get too picky with the techniques. What are we looking for? We're looking for ways to disguise repetition. So they have one move down, but how can we disguise that move and make them rep it as many times as possible? So, maybe they rep it for 20 reps. We go 20 reps, we get a break. Or we rep it for time. We go as fast as we can. Maybe we do it in slow motion reps. Maybe we're doing reps where we're explaining the techniques and we're saying what the moves are. So however we can get those reps in, however we can get jiu-jitsu kind of, like I said, greasing the groove in the bloodstream, so it's not something that's completely foreign to us once we get back on the mat. So Mr. Chris, you've had...
Yeah, we're in a unique time here, something we've never experienced, and things are changing every single day. Our curriculum that we're trying to put forth, the Little Samurai and the juniors, as well as the adult for Coach Derek, it's going to be changing. We're trying to bring you the best content we can. Some of us have found it extremely challenging to talk to a camera without getting any feedback from the person, so that's been a huge adjustment. Something I didn't think was going to be very difficult, but it is very difficult.
So you have a hard time talking?
I have a hard time talking.
That's the first.
And somebody last week said I have to speak up a little bit, which is definitely the first time I've ever heard that. So yeah, and as everything changes from day to day, we find out from the news what's happening outside in the world. We're going to be trying to make adjustments here as well. Trying to bring you not just content and just throwing videos at you, but maybe some systems, as Coach Derek was talking about, a system that we can build upon, trying to get to a blue belt. So when we walk back in the door, it's not going to be starting all over again. For most of us, our cardio is going to be starting back over again, but our techniques and our jiu-jitsu shouldn't be starting from square one. We should be able to learn some things and progress in some little fashion, so when we walk back in these doors, we're going to be able to jump right back in.
And so little, I like that. Progress is happiness. Little things that you guys can do on a regular basis. So there's a lot of different students that train with us. Mr. Chris runs the Little Samurai program. He's going to be giving tips and drills and techniques for parents at home that maybe have a little samurai that they're not quite sure how to, drill techniques with. Guess what? There's a million solo drills we can do. We're actually going to be putting together like a little bit of a solo drill combination so that you guys can kind of keep practicing it. I highly recommend keeping track of your progress during this time. This is probably the most important time to ever track your progress, just because you don't have a coach that's watching you every single day kind of keeping you accountable. So keep yourself accountable. Keep your kids accountable. Have them log their progress. Have them log their reps. Have them log everything, right? Take lots of notes. You're going to have lots of questions. Again, don't get too picky with the techniques. It's not about mastering a move by yourself in your garage. It's about keeping everything going in your brain, keeping things fresh, keeping your body loose, right? Getting a good sweat, getting a good workout. Another note to parents is that, again, keep it as playful and as fun as you want to make it. Okay, so it doesn't have to be anything serious. It doesn't have to be anything super hardcore. Getting their gi on, getting their belt on, getting them to break a sweat and do the drills is a huge step forward. So,
and a lot of the times the parents will say that they don't have any room or they don't know anything about jujitsu. They don't have any skills. And the example I use is when I'm sitting at home, I'm watching TV, and Emma comes in and she sits on my lap. The first thing I do is I try to get my hooks in. I try to get a seatbelt on her. We're not going 100%. We're not even going 10%. We're just sitting there hand fighting. We're grappling. She's moving a leg off. We can do that while all sitting on the couch or sitting on the floor in front of us. So we don't necessarily have to have mat space. We can make jujitsu. We can have jujitsu done anywhere. We can do it at any time, during the day. So don't let that be intimidating that you don't do jujitsu. So there's no way that you can help your child or there's no way you can teach them anything. We can learn from everybody. Everybody learns from everybody.
And here's a note to all of my students, all of our Waza students here. If you are a junior 1 or junior 2 or even a little samurai and your mom and dad are working with you and they want you to practice jiu-jitsu, it does not matter that they are not a black belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Your mom is a black belt in Mom Kwon Do. So if she says it's time to practice, we're practicing. Your dad's a black belt in Dad Jitsu, okay? So, my wife doesn't really train jiu-jitsu, but she thinks she's a black belt. But, we can mess with wrist control things in the kitchen, doing little hand fighting drills. Sometimes you just make it a game. It doesn't even have to be necessarily a structured practice. It can just be keeping it in the bloodstream. And we're going to try to be giving you guys lots of content for those little drills and things like that. But again, keeping it fun, keeping it on a regular basis every day. Okay, we're throwing the gi on. I mean, I guess you don't have to throw the gi on, you can do both, but it's kind of fun to get the gi back on, kind of remind yourself, you're dressing the part, you're sort of getting yourself in that mindset of I'm going to just be training right now. So how can they stay connected with us, Mr. Chris?
Every day, 12 o'clock, we'll be in here warming up. We'll get everybody's blood moving. We'll get everybody sweating. Parents fast for more exercises, so we'll double it up today. We may even add some more tomorrow. Just coming in here, seeing us every day at noon, checking your emails, making sure we have the YouTube site as well. Many different ways we can stay connected. Keep sending your videos to us. Anytime you're practicing tying your belt, parents, please take a video of your child. In front of the TV watching us at noon when we go live, please take a picture, a video, anything. Any kind of feedback is helpful to us. We appreciate that.
Videos would be a great idea. We would love to see videos. Even if you're not going to send them in to us, take those videos and keep kind of keeping track. So students, this is an interesting time, but if you guys are training on your own, you're getting your reps in, you're taking your videos, and mom and dad vouch for you when you come back, that's a good step forward in the right direction as far as keeping your progress going for promotions and things like that. Yep. So you guys, it's fun. You take a video of yourself doing some techniques. Sometimes you can kind of get picky and go, oh, I wasn't doing this right. You can make things better. Using videos is a huge idea too. So.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, guys.